Well, good day to you. Hope you're doing well. This is David with Balancing the Triad, Body, Mind, and Spirit. We're talking about ways to work on your health and wellness in the ways that work for you, that fit into your life, and making sure that age doesn't play a factor. Matter of fact, we want to help redefine the age by what you do. Like I said, I hope you're doing well. I'm a little tired this morning. Sleep's one of the big factors of body. The way I kind of break down body is fitness, nutrition, and sleep. And last night, normally I try to unwind and get away from work by at least 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30. Last night was almost 10 o'clock when I stepped away from the desk from work, and so a little tired. And that actually plays a little bit of factor into what I want to talk about today. I'm going through another coaching certification. I got to do my main one, and now I'm going through a specialty. And this is one of the lessons that was dealt with this morning when I finished up the lesson. So the topic I have here is, I always think I got this right. Who do you think you are versus who do you want to be? And what that was going through is today's lesson, as it finished up, it was going through as we were kind of help with clients. Most often we have an identity of who we are. And then there's there can be, and often is, a contrast about who we want to be. And the idea was, if you find you want to make some change in your life, you want to be more fit, you want to be healthier, you want to be better in business, you want to be a meditator. And one of the things you can do is you start going through and figuring out what are those characteristics that person would be. And you start to embody those. You live and act as if you were that person. Another way you can do it is you take someone who is where you want to be. And then you don't necessarily do exactly what they're doing, live their life, but you start to mimic and model some of the things they do. That works for you. And one of the last parts of this lesson kind of wrapped up is we can have the identity of who we want to be. We're starting to make the changes. We're starting to make the habits. But if our beliefs, and that's one of the core aspects, if our beliefs don't change, we're not going to become that person. Now, this fits completely in with Balancing the Triad. If you work on your health and wellness, it depends on what you believe. An example my teacher gave was, she met in general. A lot of times she's been on some television shows as the nutritionist on there, and watching people lose the weight and they kind of gain it back again. And she goes, she said, I remember a client. The client had lost a substantial amount of weight, but then she gained it all back and then some. And she asked her client, she goes, what's going on? And the woman said, I'm not the skinny girl. So that kind of plays in. If you can figure that idea out, the mindset, the identity, belief. This woman believed she was not skinny, even though she did. She lost all the weight, she was fit, she was there, but I'm not the skinny girl because of what's in here. She gained all the way back. That's sometimes what happens too if you have a lot of people win the lottery. It goes the same direction. They win all this money, but if they never had that type of money before, don't know how to handle it, well, I'm not the rich person, so they'll just blow through it. Now, I'm hoping this kind of makes sense here, and it kind of clicked with me this morning. It's like, okay, where am I doing that in my life? Especially when it comes to my business aspects. What up here am I telling myself? Well, I've never been that way. I'm not that person. So the same thing I want to ask you is, where in your life are you wanting to make a change? Are you want to be different? Again, we're talking fitness, nutrition. Or do you want to eat healthy? Do you exercise all the time? Are you centered? Do you have a connection with yourself, connection with the universe? Whatever it is. Is there a spot where you want to do that, but you said, I'm not that person? Your beliefs aren't in line with what you want to be. So take some time to kind of ponder that. If you have an area in your life to where you keep stumbling up, you keep tripping up a little bit, again, whether it's losing weight and gaining it all back, having some success and losing it, self-doubt, whatever it may be, where is it where you think you're not that person? It's just something I think it's definitely interesting to ponder, because it caught me this morning. I realized, okay, I'm doing that in some areas of my life. But yeah, figure out, who do you think you are? Who do you believe you are? What identity have you locked into yourself? And the older we are, the more we might have been tuned that into yourself. Yet you still can change it. But as long as you're willing to put the work in and work on it over and over again. You got to go through and work on that. All right, so let me know your thoughts on that. Is there an identity where you've had conflicting between what you believe you are now or have been in the past versus who you want to be in the future, where you want to go? All right, so let me know your thoughts on that, and we'll catch you next time. Take care and balance into you. Bye-bye.